Hi, welcome to Don's Manufactory. I've been hearing a noise that kind of sounds like a universal joint that either has a crack in it or has excessive play on the cups. And so I got to get a look at that. There's been this slowly increasing drivetrain noise, and it's worrying me that I might have a TKX that has the loose overdrive gear. I'm hoping that's not true, but I have still been getting metal out of the transmission when I changed the oil. Still had some fine metal in it. Nothing serious, it seems like, but and less than the first time. But you know, noises bother me because they are the harbinger of highway failures. So I guess I'll just get at getting this driveline up and out of there, and I can just, or out and up here, so that I can take a look at it. I inspected it all when I changed the yoke over for the TKX transmission, and I didn't find anything. But apparently I either missed something or there's something else going wrong, but I need to eliminate it as a possibility. You know how that goes. You just gotta stay on top of it. I guess that's it. So let's get at it. So I'm just driving the U-joints out of this. Alrighty, let's see what kind of shape these things are in. You know, there was a little catch in the rear. Yeah, so I don't know if you can see this or not. Let me Where the heck is it now? Oh, there it is. Look at this one. I don't know if you can see that, but you can see where it's just been hammering. Well, that's what you get for drag racing. And this universal joint has been in here for, I don't know. Probably I've replaced these. Yeah, I would have replaced these when I put the T5 in back in '85. So, and I mean, they still kind of felt okay. This front one felt fine. But I've been hearing a noise that sounds exactly like that, like worn cups. So I just decided one of them was shot, so I'm just going to go ahead and replace them both. See, that one it doesn't even look like there's anything wrong with it. Yeah. There's just a little bit of wear just from the bearings rolling, but yeah, nothing. But I'm going to replace them anyway because it feels really loose. So we'll just start anew. You know, it's been 30 years since it had universal joints in it, so let's just go ahead and fix them up. I keep them greased and everything. It's wiggling too much. There it goes. Okay, so now what I can do is just catch this in the vise here. So how easy it is to get these things apart. So let's see what this side looks like. Well, not bad. But you know, after the way the back one, oh, that one's got a little bit of wear on it right there. Got some new universal joints, so got to put the Zerk fitting in because I definitely like to be able to grease them up. That'll do. Let's see, it seems to me I need to have the universal joint aiming towards the back. Otherwise I can't get it. Yeah, let's just make sure we got everything cleaned up here. We're going to try the old school way with the C-clamp first. And yeah, for those of you that haven't seen my TKX install video, I always put a little RTV on the soft plug that goes in the back of these things, because that's just a first class place for it to leak a little bit of oil, and it looks like a tranny leak, like a seal leak, but it's really this thing. I think what I will do is just see about getting this in there. Okay, so it just needs, what I like to do is get it fully seated on one side. Make sure that I haven't lost any of the, there we go. Just like that. Let's see if it's, no, see it, can't do it. It's just a hair wide for my, so yep, we're going to use, and it doesn't behoove you to use a hammer because you will dislodge the needles and then it won't work. But you can generally get them started this way. So we will see just how, let's see if this little brass nut is thin enough that I can get in there. Yep. I don't know if I made it. Nope. You know what it's acting like? It's acting like I lost a needle. Yep.
Boy, this is just painful to watch.
Damn it. Now I gotta drive it back out. And dang it. Let that be a lesson to you. Every time you use a hammer, see, you end up with needles on the end.
Yeah, Don, but didn't you just use a hammer?
They did not stay in place. See, I become my own perfect example of a bad example. A good example of a bad example. Well, let's see if this is enough to get them all in there. Come on, right in the center. There we go. And the answer is, I don't think so. I think it's still locked up. Yep. Oh, God. See, and now I've lost pins on the other side. I need a heavier grease in there to get this apart, to get those needles to stay in. Oh boy. See, those stayed in, but these did not. So let me get that out. Oh yeah, one pin came out. One needle right there. See if I can get my finger in there without doing any more damage. Whoop. There's only half a needle in there. What the heck happened? Did I break one? I heard a snick. Yep, there it is. I broke one. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Let's mic this, see what the diameter is. Maybe I can use one of the pins out of the good joint.
I am being so fumbly. It's so hard to watch this.
71 thousandths.
Painful, even.
Let's see what the old pins are. And they're about 71.5 thousandths. Yep, so they'll fit. I'm going to put them in there. I will replace that broken one with one out of the joint here. Yeah. Holy cow. Now, I need some heavier grease or something here.
That's twice I've said it, and still I haven't gone and got it.
Now let's put it back in here and very carefully put it together. Now if the dang needles stay in place, I'll be good. And I'll know because it'll go together far enough that I can get the other clip in. Yep. And it won't be too tight. And now I have the exact same thing to do over here, and hopefully without losing a needle. So I'm not going to put the other cup in there, and I can leave this one engaged so the needles can't come out. And then I will press this one in first, and then I'll do the other one. And I don't have to worry about the needles.
Look at that, around and around and around. It's like I don't have my brain on or something. Where's my head at? Again with the hammer.
Started straight here. If only they went together as fast as they came apart. That would really be cool. Now I want to just get it. Do some pushing here with the C-clamp, see how far we can get. Sorry about my head in your way. That's just the way it goes. I gotta watch what I'm doing here.
You could always move the camera down.
Okay, that should be it. Yep. Okay, well that side's in. Woohoo! One end. Now let's do the other end. Okay, well, same story. Second verse. Well, see if I can do it without problem. Okay, and now a little bit of a push there. That clip is not in all the way. This clip is not snapped in all the way, so it needs to go over the other way. Yeah, let's get it out of there. I thought I had that clipped in all the way, but I didn't. Ha! Okay. That's what I get. There it goes. There it goes. Now that is more like it. Except that it's too tight. So what I need to do is move the cups towards the outside. Like so. Yeah. Okay. Now we're ready. So I guess I'll get out the grease gun. Yeah, and I clamp those in place and then I put the grease gun on it. And yes, there's grease on the bearings, but the interior is completely empty. And I would prefer that the joint be full. Well, I had to take it apart again. Reason being that the rear universal joint is a special one. Fords take a 1330 with a large cap into the yoke, and the standard 1330, here, let's pass along the data. So the standard 1330 has two cups at 1.062. The Ford takes a 1.125. So you have to have a universal joint that's combination. Unless you have a stock Ford drive line. So what I ended up having to do is buy a second joint that had those larger caps so that I could exchange them. And the irony is, I could have just left the joint in and just transferred the two larger outer caps, and that would have been it. Would have been done. Well, now I get to clean it all up again and put it all back together again. Now, back to installing this the right way here. 1, 2, 5. Okay, so these two go in. Has to point towards the back. Now, you can see what I'm doing.
So finally, I moved the camera, and you can see that I now have my methodology perfected. One cup at one time, and then
so let's get the
put it in with the joint and clip it,
in this side,
and then put the second cap in.
Goes in just like this. Crooked, just start going in. Well, it's not quite down far enough. Gotta give her one more One more push. No, it's not. These caps are just a little, it went in tighter than it did the first time. There we go. Yeah. Okay, I'm diving under. Gonna put it in. Betsy's back on the ground, and drive line's in. Yay! So at this point, only thing left to do is give it a proper road test. And what I'll be doing is driving over to my brother's house to deliver the tune-up parts and to tune up his FE rigs over there. So I'll give it a proper road test, 150 miles to my brother's house. You know, test out the driveline and the distributor tune-up, recurve, all that stuff on the motor. And we'll see how it does. Thanks for watching Don's Manufactory. I'll catch you later.